All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time, it is always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, and welcome back to Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms or pattern memorization. You're thinking, Joe, why you keep on looking to the right? Well, for you, it's your left. It's because I want to make sure that my audio is good, mic is good. There are several times where, as an influencer, as a YouTuber, as a live streamer, or just recording videos, you'll be talking and talking and talking, and then you go to play it back or you go to look, and it's like, muted, no. So many times I've done videos, 20-minute recording, and it's muted. It's like, are you kidding me? I'll go and I'll do another video. But this time, I have it on the wrong window, or for whatever reason. It's another, maybe 15 minutes, because now you're faster at it. It's like, crap. So then you record it this time, making sure everything's right, and then you record it and it's 12 minutes. And then of course editing takes like 45 minutes. But anyway, just making sure the audio is good, video is good. Let me put this over here. Hey, we got Paperclip in the house. What's up, Paperclip? What's up, buddy? Hopefully everything's good. Tell you what's not good. The market is not good. Red. Man, we got stacks down over 10%. We got Doge down 3%. We got AVAX down 4.2%. Just down. Yesterday was good, but just remember, guys, what goes up will come down. What goes down will come up. It's just a matter of when. And this is what it's so important. Like whenever I'm looking at anything, especially like divergence. It's like, oh, Joe, there's bearish divergence. Yeah, look at the price. It went up 35% in a day. I'm pretty sure it's going to come down. I don't need divergence to tell me that. But I think it's very funny, though. I think it's very funny that I think I rub people the wrong way. I think I do. Because I don't use indicators. I think I rub them the wrong way because I don't use indicators. And I'm vocal about it, because I tell you why I don't use. I don't use it. No, I tell you why. There's some indicators that it's so funny too. Story time. Joe, you're hyped up. Story time. It's funny because there's some indicators that start turning green, or the ribbon starts turning up, or the color starts turning green, or the indicator starts curving up and green, and they're like, oh, the XY indicator or elemental P indicator is turning up. It's turning to the positive. It's green now. And I'm just laughing and laughing and laughing. It's like, yeah, I can see it, because guess what? The price action that's up here, it's turning up and it's green. I don't need to see this turning up in green to show me that this is turning up in green. It's just funny. I just find it so hilarious. And they're like, oh, well, you know, it came down to this ribbon, or it came down to this moving average, or it came down to this level, or anything. It's like, what goes up is going to come down. Like, it has to. It can't go up all the time. Same thing with what goes down is going to come back up. Now, it's very important to remember that any kind of level, or anything that's fluid, anything that deals with moving averages, it's going to be the average of the candle body closes. So, like, if you see it coming down to that level, it's not stopping here because it's a support resistance level. No, this is the average out of all of the candles. This is the average. This is mean. It's called a mean, MEAN, mean. It's the middle. It's the median. And so it just happens to go right here. Now, can it go below it? Yep. Can it go above it? Yep. But I just find it amazing. Now, granted, with my knowledge and my bank account, it's like telling these people. So let me kind of set it up. These people are very, very wealthy, in my opinion, in my eyes. They've made a lot of money on trading the way they trade. So they're very successful. Now, for me, I have $14 in the bank. However, I know how to trade. But Joe, why don't you have all this money? If you know how to trade, it takes money to make money. It's much easier to make $100 with $100 versus $14. Much easier. So with that being said, they are taking my suggestions as a fat guy telling a muscle guy how to lift weights. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you can tell me how to gain weight, because obviously you've done that, but you can't tell me how to lose weight, maintain weight, how to eat right. You can't tell me that because you're not showing it. So the same thing with me when I'm trying to show them indicators, and I'm trying to show them like what it actually does and how it works. Well, they don't want to listen to me because they say, how big is your bank account? It's like $14. Well, big bank takes little bank. Who knows that one? And that's exactly what it is. It's like, well, I have $14 in my bank. Well, I'm not going to listen to you because you haven't made it. No, I haven't made it because I have $14. It's easier to make money with money. So with that being said, I'm over here making my money with these trades. Now, these trades, the past day, hard, difficult. Day before, was it? My days get mixed up. My sleep schedule is all crazy. Yesterday, we did well on shorts. Then today, we tried to do longs because it started flipping. We got stopped out. Now, granted, we're not posting 15, 20 charts. I think I posted like 2 or 3. And all of them got stopped out. I think it was only 2. I don't remember. I could check. But I think there was only 2 trades that we got into for longs because now it started turning. So we entered the longs, and then guess what? A few hours later, boom, came back down, got stopped out. Our stop losses are fairly tight because right now it's very iffy which way it's going to go. And you don't want to have a 30% stop loss and it's going, and then comes down and hits, and you lost a lot of money. So what we're just playing it safe. You know, in the group, I cover a lot of different risk management types. You know, one where it's like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go for it. I want to enter the trade and no stop loss. Then there's those where it's like, okay, well, let's wait for this level to break, and then you can have your stop loss around here. And then there's some where it's like, hey, very tight stop loss. And there's sometimes where I'll do my levels pretty high up, and they're like, Joe, I don't want to wait 6 months for that target. Okay, we'll just put it lower target. Just remember, the lower the target, the faster it's going to hit. So if you want to trade within, let's say 3-5 days, and my target is 45%, saying that it might take 2 weeks, well, just reduce it to 25%. More than likely it's going to hit in a few days, because again, the target's lower. So, you know, all the setups that I have, they're suggestions. Now, granted, these suggestions, yesterday, don't remember, I believe in 2 of them. We got stopped out. And right now I did post, no, I did another short for one. And sure enough, man, we got stopped out again. This one, it wasn't, what we do is we play it safe. We have multiple entries. So we're scaling into the trade. That's the best way to go. You scale into the trade. And sure enough, we scaled into the trade. A few hours later, boom, stop loss. And we're doing a short. I was like, man. So what I do is I do video clips with my thought process. I said, listen, guys, Bitcoin's doing this and this. It doesn't know what it wants to do. I'm going to look at the chat in just a little bit. I said, this is, right now just kind of being all over the place. These are the charts we're looking at. This is what's been going on. I wanted to post this, but I haven't, and I'm glad I didn't because of X, Y, and Z. And then this is the last one that we try to get into. You might want to just wait for this level to break for your short. So that's where we go. Let's see here. Arturo says, if anyone is interested, a different way to trade, try volume strategy. No indicators needed. Ooh, Arturo, I have a video. It's called I'll show you what it's called. And you might want to check it out. Now, if you are very successful with your strategy, keep at it. Whatever you do and you're successful, keep at it. Now, I do have a video. You want to go under the video section, and then under the video section, you're going to come down here to, there's a clown. There is a clown right here. Watch this before your next trade using volume. There's only been less than 200 people that now have the added knowledge of how to use volume. So what I do is I debunk a bunch of different strategies. Volume, I debunk the moving averages are a magnet. I debunk the, buy the oversold bounce. I debunk sell overbought RSI. I debunk a whole bunch of stuff. I debunked the Ikumuku cloud. I debunked the shoot, man, like any strategy, I'll debunk it. I'll tell you why it doesn't work and why I don't use it. Now, granted, if you use something that works, stick with it, keep it, but just be aware of the stuff that I also teach, because when your stuff doesn't work, then he's like, why doesn't it work? And then he's like, oh wait, Joe made some dumb video about volume. I didn't think he knew what he was talking about at the time, but let me watch it again. You watch it again, it's like, I guess it kind of makes sense. You watch it again, it's like, man, this dude was onto something. Why doesn't anybody teach this? Well, because what I do is I think outside the box. I think of the who, what, where, when, why, especially the why. Why do we use volume? Let volume be your guide. Enter on a volume with volume confirmation. What is volume? Volume is fluid. Volume is very fluid. You can have low volume and a breakout, and then during that breakout, the candle's still going, people can start coming in, increasing the volume, which also more than likely will increase the price. Or that candle may close with decreased volume, increased price. Then guess what? The next candle comes in, more volume comes in, and it's supposed to be divergence. Price is supposed to come down. More volume comes in, and now the candle for the volume, this is larger now, and also the price comes up, or the price can come down. Like it doesn't even matter. Do this not 10 or 20 times, not even a couple hundred times. Do it thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times. And then, so never trust what I say, but I've done this thousands and thousands. My thing was I wanted to get an edge. I wanted to get an edge over the market. I wanted to be the smartest. Granted, I'm not smart, but and especially thinking that I wanted to break everybody was the dumbest thing, but it made me test everything thousands of times. But don't believe me, don't trust me, do it for yourself. But not 10, 20 times or 100 or 200, do it thousands and thousands, and you'll see it. You'll see it. All right, let's see here. Let Joe be your guide. No, don't ever trust me, guys. Don't ever trust me. Don't ever believe me. Don't verify with what I say if it's true. Because some of the things that I say, like, if I would hear it like for the first time, I'm like, why is this dude different? Like everybody else does this, the cookie cutter trading. But this dude, he does something completely different, something that's so simple. It makes sense, but why is it so simple? Because I've already done all that stuff. I already done the Bollinger Bands. I already done all those indicators, you know, the VRVP. They changed the name a few years ago. I keep on forgetting the VRVP, VPRVR. I don't know. Anyway, the volume profile thing. Also, and to me, it's so funny. I'm going to get off my horse on that. The horse is like, ooh, thank you. But I'm going to get off my horse on that just because I want to get into other things real quick. Now, granted, I've already wasted a lot of your time. Hopefully, it's not a waste. But hopefully this will give you some information. Hopefully this will give you information. Let's see here. Paperclip says, I have time off. Might as well learn how to trade. You know what? I was very surprised. So I was on, I caught one of Paperclip's live streams. So make sure you're subscribed to him. Make sure you have the notification bell when he goes live again. You know, whether it's this week, next week, whenever, you'll be notified. But it was very, very cool to see that somebody had asked him a question about a coin, and he goes, well, I'm not really good, it's not blah blah, you know, Joe might make fun of me, or TradeIntuition might make fun of me. So he pulls up the chart and he says, nope, I wouldn't do it because of X, Y, and Z. Just looking at, just like that, no lines, no nothing, just popped it up, looked at it, and he's like, Joe, you're probably thinking my technical analysis is trash. I said, dude, are you kidding me? Like automatically you saw that the price action was under resistance, you know, because it had pivots. I said, that's perfect. You don't need to spend 20 minutes on a chart. I said, dude, that's perfect, man. I was so proud. But just to let you know, he's not even a trader. This guy, Paperclip, he does mining. That's all, phone mining. Very, very smart guy when it comes to, you know, just different algorithms, and I don't even know what he talks about, but it's like I'm just there to support him, you know. And it's like, man, when he started talking about that, as far as, you know, the TA, this dude's got it. So let's go over here. Let's see here. Going reading down the clip, reading the charts, or reading the chats. You guys are funny. See here, Paperclip says, you don't always have to be in a trade. That's right. You don't have to be in a trade all the time. And that's super, super important, guys. Like, I remember when I first started, I was always in a trade, multiple trades, 3, 5, 10 trades. And then I'd get out of 1 or 2, but I was always in a trade. You don't have to be in a trade. Like even right now, could you do shorts? Yes. Why don't you just take time off? Go and watch some videos, whether it's myself or somebody else. Watch some videos, go to some websites, do some research, and then when the market gets better, plus you're not wasting any money, all this money you're getting, whether it's from your paychecks or just not being in a losing trade, you're winning. Then the market gets better, boom, you're in the trade. There it is. See, there's always time to get back in. Yeah, well said. Let's see here. Going down the list. Okay. Paperclip says, Joe is proud of me. Yeah, proud of everybody here. Oh, speaking about that, who is here? Definitely hit a number. I know you're trying to beat me to it. Hit a number 7. Put a number 7 in the chat. Let me know you're here. We're going to go over some stuff fairly quick. And of course, if you want me to do a chart, put the chart name. We will see if it's even ready to enter. If you're trying to do a short, put the name of the chart and say, I want to do a short, you know, so give me a heads up on that. All right. Here's a couple things that I do want to point out. So we had the core CPI meeting yesterday. It was lower than expected, which is good for the market. We had, let's see, the Fed statement. Then, of course, we had the conference. Man, the conference was such a joke, man. Like literally, they think we're dumb. They literally do. You know. Then of course we had the federal budget, and it was way over the budget. But if we're over the budget, you know, we get penalized. If we can't pay our taxes, we get sent to prison. But not the federal government. Nah, they just print more money. Hey, where's that on button? Make sure to plug it in. We got more ink. It makes me sick. Then we have the core PPI. You know, so with this one, this is the producer price index. So this is basically the people, you know, the sellers, not including food and energy, because this is very volatile. But this is, and I'm gonna give you some more information on this in just a moment. But this came out lower than expected, which is good. Now my question is, if everything is good, why doesn't it feel like it? So here we have the PPI month over month, and this is actually negative 0.2, which is really good. Man, we're doing great. We're doing great. We're doing Tony the Tiger. Then we have unemployment claims higher than forecasted. So what does this mean? I love this. Why do traders care? Here it says, although it's generally viewed as a lagging indicator, and this is done every week, the number of unemployed people is an important signal of overall economic health because consumer spending is highly correlated with the labor markets. So if you don't have a job, you ain't spending. Unemployment is also a major consideration for those steering the country's monetary policy. So if you don't have money to spend, well, let's think about this. If unemployment claims are up, you don't have money to spend. So if you don't have money to spend, you're not buying a lot of extra things. Now, granted, people still are, because what they're doing is they're getting credit cards, and they're getting one credit card to pay another credit card, if that makes sense. So I want to show this to you. Now, we're not going to go too much into this, because I do know that we may have some coins that people want to look at. But so the core CPI, we mentioned this, it's lower. So what is this? So this was, and we're going to do this kind of fast. So the core CPI measures the change in the price of goods and services, not including food and energy, because it's very volatile. Now, the lower than expected core CPI indicates lower inflationary pressures. So this is good. This means that they're not going to have to increase inflation. So this is good. This can signal that consumer demand is weakening or that prices are stabilizing. Well, we just had the report where the unemployment is gone up, so people can't spend money. So this is a reason for the core CPI. The demand is weakening because guess what? People are not going to spend their money on certain things. However, it might also signal that the economy is not growing as strongly as anticipated. Okay, so the next one is the funding rates. So right here we have the funding rates, right? Here's the funding rates. Oh man, and I did this backwards. So let's do this. Okay, so now we have the funding rates. Arturo, yeah, well, definitely, man, we'll get to that one too. So now we have the funding rates, and for this one, same thing. This was the forecasted, the previous, the actual. What does this mean? What does it mean? The federal funds rate is the interest rate at which depository institutions lend balances to other blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now that we're seeing that, where is it at? The banks are fine. No need to worry about that. You know, this dude is such a freaking joke, man. He even said it too, you know, in one of his responses. Oh, the economy is great. You know, the banks, there's no pressures, etc., etc. You know what? I'm actually going to put this in the, if y'all want to read it, I'm putting the link in the in the chat. And I'm also going to put this in the, for the video. It's going to be the very first link. So I just saved it. It's going to be in this actual description. This is such a joke. You know, people are asking, you know, I don't think anyone has a definitive answer why people are not as happy about the economy as they might be, he said. Yeah, because the economy's not growing, that nothing's happening with the economy. And then not only that, but the higher interest rates have created 63 problem banks and a 517 billion in unrealized losses. This is not good. Are we going to see another bank run like we did the last time? What is a bank run? Well, a bank run is simply, right now, you can even try to get your money out of the bank. Let's say you had 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. You try to go to the bank, they don't have that much money in there. No, they don't. Let alone if 100 people try to take out their money, they don't have that money in there. So this is why having money is very dangerous. Having money in the bank is very dangerous. You know, not only that, but you can have your ATM debit card, but they can freeze your account. Let's say they don't like what you're saying. They freeze it. Yeah, it's scary. It's so scary. So I'm also going to put this in the description so y'all can have that as well. So just kind of give you a heads up on that. Okay, I'm moving on. Let's see here. So I think I'm not gonna go over all this because this is a lot. I do want to do one more thing though. So this one is let's just go and put it over here as well on top. So for this one, the federal budget, we mentioned this one just a little bit ago. The federal budget, it went over by a lot. Man, the forecasted was 279.6 billion. It did 347.1 billion. Whatever. The previous was 209.5 billion. So how much increase is that? 38 billion or something? I can't do the math backwards or that fast. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of billions. So what does this say? Well, the larger than expected deficit, more negative balance, indicates that the government is spending significantly more than it's earning. But yet, if we spend more than we earn, well, then we get fined by our bank. I forget what they call them, overdraft fees. We get fined by the bank. And then if we get fined so many times, or we have so much, I think they only let you go over a certain amount. And then once you hit that certain amount, well, guess what? They're going to close your account, but you still owe them money. And then you probably go to collections or the cops come after you. I don't know how that works, but I'm just saying you can't keep on going into the negative. However, the federal government, whatever, we're special. We're special. Let's see here, the core CPI. Let's go over this one really quick because we're almost done. Okay, so the core CPI. So this one is the one that just happened. This is the one that just happened. And for this one, the core CPI measures the change of the selling prices received by domestic producers for their output. This does not include food or energy, again, because this is very volatile. So the lower than expected core PPI suggests that producer prices are not rising as quickly as anticipated. So this is good. This is really good, which can indicate reduced inflationary pressure. Now, have you noticed everything is, all these numbers, granted, these are fibbed numbers and everybody's seen that more and more. These are fibbed numbers. They're being adjusted so that we could continuously see reduced inflationary pressure. We're seeing this over and over again. All these results that we see, reduced inflationary pressure. Now, here's the last one. Here's the last one right here, front and center. Okay, not front and center. Here's the last one. The last one is unemployment. We went over this briefly, and this just says how many, this happens every single week. Higher than expected unemployment claims indicate a weakening labor market, which can signal a economic slowdown. So the economic slowdown, well, people don't have jobs, people can't buy stuff, people can't go on vacations, people can't be doing stuff. Rising unemployment claims can lead to a reduced consumer spending. Why? Because people don't have money. And the money that they do have, they got to save that for rent, food, light, bills, kids, which can further slow the economy growth. This can also influence the Federal Reserve's decision on monetary policies. Basically, are they going to increase the interest rates? No, they're not going to increase the interest rates if there's unemployment are going up. The only reason they increase the interest rates is to reduce people from spending, which is very, very ugly for the government to do. I didn't know any of this stuff, guys. I did not know any of this before I got into crypto. Then I realized how bad the government is. Now, granted, am I going to leave? No. Well, then Joe, stop crying about it. I'm not crying about it. I'm letting you know what they do. Because if you know what they do, well, now you may have more conviction to crypto. So what the government does is they want unemployment to go up. Because if unemployment goes up, then people aren't buying. If people aren't buying, well, then that slows down the economy. If the economy is slowing down, well, guess what? Inflation also slows down. But if people are spending, everybody's got a job, people are making money and just spending. Now, of course, you have supply versus demand. There's not enough supply. The demand goes higher. So now you're increasing the prices. So now the prices are increasing. Now, what's also going to happen is the government is going to say, you know what? We need to increase the rates. Let's increase the interest rates. So this will slow people down from buying. So they're going to, the banks are going to increase their loan rates. The credit cards are going to increase their interest rates. All the rates are going to go up. And because the rates are going up, now you're going to slow it down. And you're going to be like, man, I could have bought this car, 6 months ago with this interest rate. It would have come out to this much. Now it's going to be this much because of it. And I say, you know what? Let me just hold off. I want it. I deserve it. But I'm not going to pay that much money for it. So then you hold off on it. So now it reduces the spending. So it's just a cycle. That's all it is. It's a cycle. So this is my interpretation of the government, of the funds. And this is the reason why the market is doing what it's doing. Like we know that these numbers are fibbed. We know these numbers are fibbed. However, we don't care. Give us good numbers. Give us good numbers so that the market looks good. We can make money. However, the smart money already knows. The smart money already knows. And you know what? It's getting ready to possibly tank. Not right now, but in a few months. So let's get our money. Let's cash out. Let's do whatever we're going to do and just leave and wait. Because right now, these may be all the possible signs of what's to come. Possible. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and come on back over here. Let's go over here. I strongly recommend, if you don't follow anybody, follow me, of course, on Twitter. And of course, it's at TradeIntuition. But if you don't follow anybody, if you just follow this person is an absolute beast. Joe, you've been talking 30 minutes about nothing. No, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to educate you. Now, do I know all this stuff? Nope, sure don't. I'm learning every day. But this guy right here is a beast, absolute beast. Very smart. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that I don't even know. Like I'm reading it, I gotta read it 2-3 times. Like I don't know what's going on. But so happy you guys are in here. So happy you're in here. We're gonna go ahead. Yeah, Ton is killing it. Ton is killing it. Matter of fact, I'm not sure if we're still in that trade, but this is one of the coins that I said this is a great long-term hold, and it is. But I'm not one of those. I called this coin back in the, nah. It's a great coin. You know, we mentioned it. All right, but here there's a lot of stuff. It talks about the S&P 500. So this is the stocks. Talks about GameStop. Talks about this right here. I wanted to show you this, guys. This is probably like the last things I'm gonna show you, because again, it's been nothing but this stuff here. In the first 8 months of the fiscal year 2024, the U.S. deficit hits a whopping 1.2 trillion with a T, or 4.9 billion per day. In May alone, deficit spending was 348 billion, or 11.2 billion a day. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Then here they talk about the job market, the labor market. And I just find it so funny, you know, they ask them, you know, as far as like the people are saying that, okay, the economy is not doing great. And then he comes over and says, I don't know why they're saying that. You know, all the numbers are good. And then it was funny because I was watching it yesterday in reference to the banks. You know, he had answered, oh, the banks, I actually wrote it down. See, the banking system is strong. That's what he said. The banking system, let me see if I can do a control F. Let's do strong. Strong. Okay, he said strong a few times. Let's see, this is so funny. You know, this is one of the questions right here. You know, Powell, we've said this one already though. I don't think anyone has a definite answer why people are not as happy about the economy as they might be. You know, it's strong. No. Let's go to this other one. See, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says the recent strong jobs data might be slightly overstated. So even they know that the numbers are skewed, indicating that benchmark revisions could be on the way. Let's just fix these numbers. There's an argument that they may be overstated, but still, they're strong. Powell said, referring to the U.S. payroll reports, we see gradual cooling, gradual moving forward, but oh my gosh, man. And we're so dumb. Oh, it's great. This stuff reminds me of gas prices. I'm an old man. I remember when gas prices, they would pay me to put gas in my vehicle. That's how old I am. Everything was black and white. Then one day, everything became Technicolor. And then the actual color. It was amazing. But I'm so old that they actually used to pay me to put gas in my motor vehicle. Anyway, I remember back in the day, prices were cheap. Then it went up. It's like, oh man, forget this. I'm not gonna put gas anymore. Then it went up even more. Forget this, man. Like, we need a boycott, blah, blah. Then it went up even more and more and more and more and more. And then finally, because we're dumb, when they reduce it by 10 cents, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so much. You're reducing the gas prices. No, it's because we've been accustomed to the high prices. That's all it is. That's all it is. And then, like right now, oh, we're having the best gas price thing. No, are you kidding me? Where were you 5 years ago? Do you not remember what the gas was 5 years ago to what it is now? It just gets me. It gets me like, do people forget? Oh, it's 10 cents cheaper. Oh, thank you, President. Oh, thank you, economy. Oh, thank you. No. It's not 10 cents cheaper. It's actually $4 more than it was. Or $3 more, or whatever dollar. I don't even know how much gas is. But anyway, I'm just letting you know that it's not a discount. They're not saving us. They're starving us and starving us and starving us. Then they give us a little scrap, and man, we are so grateful. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. But we forget, wait a minute. They've been starving us for the past week, month, year. But oh, we have such short-term memories that we're just so grateful that we get this little bit of food. No. So, all right, moving on. Okay. So let's go ahead and read some information. We got Dom in the house. What's up, Dom? Hey, Dom, send me a DM. I don't know if you send me a DM or not, but send me a DM. My go to my link tree and you can see my my Telegram. Let's see here. Dom says, hey, Joe, back and subscribed. Hey, look at that. You subscribed. Awesome, man. Appreciate you. So I'm going to be going through the chat right now, guys. I know we've been all over the place. Today was a very big day. We had a big day yesterday in reference to the market. And then today, I felt that it is very important to just understand all these concepts when it comes to actual trading, because this stuff, it does move what we do. And we have to understand the Fed meetings. We have to understand the CPI, what it is, the PPI, what it is, how it affects us, the job market. We have to understand all this stuff so that we can apply it when it comes to our charts. What is Bitcoin going to do? What is the stock market going to do? Is it going to hopefully help us in our navigation to making money? Or is it going to kind of warn us like, whoa, we might want to take it easy. We might want to just wait it out, see what happens. Wait a day or two, see where the dust settles, and then we can enter a trade. Versus, I don't know anything about the market or the economy or anything. Let me just enter a trade, maybe enter 5-6 trades, and boom, all of your stop losses get hit. And if you don't have stop losses, all of your trades are down 15, 20, 30%. And now you have to wait, or you panic sell. So the whole thing is trying to save you money. All right, moving on. All right, so let's go ahead and let's come way over here. And if you haven't already, guys, please smash the likes. The likes do tremendously help out. I think right now we are doing really good on the likes. So right now I'm going through the chat, and let's go ahead and take this off in case we get somebody coming in. You can say, what is this dude doing? Reading the websites? I want charts. All right. So let's go here. All right. So I think I'm about entering Doge. Okay, let's look at Doge. Well, let's look at Bitcoin first. Bitcoin is like your crazy ex. Doesn't know where to go. Inside, outside, eat pizza, eat Chinese food. Crazy. One of them bipolar ones. You know what? The fun ones. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah. So here we go. Bitcoin. Let's check this one out. Let's go here. So we did this yesterday, and I like doing this every so often, a couple of days, maybe a week or two, just kind of reset, look at it from a different view. We have a resistance zone, we have a support zone, and this is easier to see on the daily time frame. So we can see this on the daily time frame right here. And let's go ahead and clear this off. We have our resistance zone, we have our support zone, and then we have our middle zone. So call it what you want. I'm calling it my middle zone. Okay. So when we were looking at it, it was over here. So let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Now, granted, I'm not sure if you saw that or not, but we do have a trend line. So this trend line is showing us that, and of course we use this one on the 4-hour time frame, but we're going to go ahead and zoom in on the 1 hour time frame. This is our trend line. It needs to stay above this trend line. It needs to stay in this zone, this resistance zone, if it wants to break up and hit our alert at 74.5 or 74. This, if it does this, man, it's going to be so great, because now when it comes in, this is going to be our support zone. So hopefully it'll bounce in here and continue upward. Now, one thing that we're looking at is the price did come down. Oh no, this was already here. So it came up, came down, broke this level, danger, came over here. It's retesting this level. It needs to stay above this level and continue upward. Then our next here's a level right here, but it's nothing too crazy because it's right next to this level. This is our next main level. And throughout the entire chart, it's nothing but support resistance. This is our next level of resistance that it needs to break in order to become or continue to be bullish. If it doesn't break 69.9, then it's going to continue being bearish. It's literally that easy. It's either up or down. It'll be down until it goes up. It'll be up until it goes down. So right now, this was our original plan A thought process. And then of course somebody else wanted more information. I did this a few days ago, I guess, when the price action was here. And I said, more than likely, but nobody knows. So this is one thing. And one of my biggest pet peeves. Now, one thing with me, if I have something to say, I say it. Some people, quite a few people, don't like it. They're too feminine, in my opinion. They're too feminine. If you're a dude and you're feminine like this, it's okay. You can cry. You can cry about it. Call up your girlfriends. It's okay. But for me, if I say something to you, or rather, I would never say anything behind your back. I will say it to your face, and then I'll let other people know that I said it to your face. Now, granted, earlier, somebody said, and I hate when people do this, I told you so. I told you Bitcoin was going to go down. I told you. Now, one thing that I hate, and I actually told this to one of my best buddies. This was a few years ago. I told you all this story already. One of my best buddies, he told me, he's like, Joe, I told you this chart was going to do good. I told you this chart was going to do good, blah, blah, blah. And it kept on and on, because this coin, it went. I said, listen, man. And we're on the phone, we're talking and everything. I said, listen, man. I said, for one, I'm a man. For two, you don't tell me anything. You can advise me. You can counsel me. You can suggest, but you never tell me anything. I'm not a little boy that needs to be told to go clean the room or to come inside. You don't tell me anything. You can help me. You can suggest stuff. You can advise, but you don't tell me. He goes, oh, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I said, no, man. And I said, not only that, but you telling me about this coin. How many other coins have you told me about? 20 this past week alone? I said, dude, like if I got into every single coin that you told me about, I'd have like $5 in a coin. So when it does pump, it's not gonna make me any money. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. Like I didn't know you took it like that. I said, so one of my biggest pet peeves is you telling me something. So I was in a group earlier today, and I'm in several groups, of course, like I mentioned. And this particular group, he said, I told you guys, I told you Bitcoin was coming down. And I let him know. I said, I didn't give him the whole full extent because, I'm typing it out and it could come across the wrong way. And I don't want to get kicked out of another group, I guess. I don't know. But for me, like, I'm in groups just to help people. I really am. So I let them know. It's like, when you said, I told you guys, I used to be kind of like a know-it-all in the beginning. So I told him my story. I didn't tell him, don't say that, but I told him my story. I said, story time. I said, I used to be a know-it-all. In my live streams on my previous channel, we would actually be doing a thing. And I say, look, guys, it's going to come into right here. And I would do a box. I say, it's going to come up right here. And then it's going to come down. And sure enough, throughout the show, I would check on it. At the end of the show, guys, like told you, it came up right here and it came down. I know what I'm talking about. I knew everything. I knew more than what people were in the game for 5-10 years. I knew more than them. I was very full of myself, very, very confident, very sure of my style. And this is before I knew, this is when I only knew maybe like 8% of what I know. But then the markets changed. And all my calls weren't playing out. And I got humbled really quick. So I'm telling them the story. I'm typing it all out. So he knew what I was saying. Don't say I told you, because nobody knows what's going to happen. And I told him that too. I said, nobody knows what's going to happen. It could go up, it could go down. Like, nobody knows. Here, I said that more than likely, this is the overall play, what might happen. Will it happen? I don't know. Nobody knows. The only one who knows is everybody after the fact. Plain and simple. All right, so just kind of give you a heads up on that. But this is what we see right now, and we're gonna get to, let me write that down because I'm gonna probably forget it. My pin is right here. No, let me see if I have another pin. Let me get my pin. I think I have a mark. So this is Doge. Oh, I got it. Okay. Let's see here, because there was information on there. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Let's see what we're looking at. It's trying really hard to stay above this level. But if it breaks, and again, it's always plan A, plan B. If it breaks, man, like we don't have support until 65.1. This is our support. About right there. Let's do it about right there. Oh, same place. So that's where I'm looking at support. And then if it breaks this, then of course we're looking at for it to come down. But we'll see. All right, man, we got to do everything now. Everything now has to be very fast. So let's go to Doge. Let's not mess around. Let's go to Doge and let's change this. Okay, YouTube. Okay, this one, we entered this one and more than likely we're gonna get stopped out. But we're only gonna get stopped out 12% of 50% because we only went in half. So it's very important to understand. But that one, just because the market was looking good. Yesterday it was looking good. Today, not so much. Okay, so let's do Doge, USDT. Let's go to MEXC. Let's go to daily time frame. Okay, so here got in at, okay, so let's go to this. So got in at 125. Okay, so got in there, and then another entry at 121. Okay, so you're doing good. You're doing really good. Paper groups. I'm thinking entering Doge at 125 and another entry. Oh, okay, so this is what you're thinking about. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, definitely. All right, so this is what we're looking at. We're looking at a zone. We're looking at, and okay, let me show you something. I love that. Let me show you something. Wait, let me show you something. I haven't heard that in a long time. Anyway, so this right here is an order block, but I can see that without the order block being there. And this is why the stuff that I teach you, it's very simple. There are no words to it except support, resistance. There's no order blocks, liquidity zone, support zone, bounce. There's none of those words. They all mean the same thing. But look at this. We have this zone right here. And we can probably go right here. Okay, so this is our support zone. So let's go ahead and click on this. Let's do this. Let's go green. So this is our support zone. Okay, now entering right here is perfect. This is perfect entry. Now watch. If I turn on this very expensive indicator, which is LuxAlgo. Love this indicator, but it shows you. Now, if you want LuxAlgo, the link is in the description. I'm not sure if you get a discount or what. I don't know. I don't talk about this one much, but this indicator, I love it for a few things. One, it shows me, but I can see it already, order blocks and fair value gaps. Now, order blocks, they're very important. Write this down, guys. Whenever you're watching my channel, write this stuff down. So let me go ahead and take this off, and let me do this. So for LuxAlgo, they have what's called order blocks. They have a free version and a paid version. If you're curious, ask me in the comments. Now for the order blocks, they are a very strong indication of support resistance levels. Then the next thing you have is fair value gaps, FVG. this is an area that the prices may go to continue to get orders filled, orders that were missed. It's very important that the order makers, the market makers, they want to fill in these orders so that the exchange gets paid. And that's the whole name of the game. The exchange needs to get paid. So the market makers help in assisting the price going to the fair value gaps. Now, once again, the fair value gaps is not an area of support resistance, only an area where the price may go to. The order blocks are areas of very strong support and resistance. Okay, so I did that, so hopefully I can cut that out and put that on a short. But just to let you know, write that down. Write that down. All right, so guess what we did? We identified this order block. Now, granted, we went all the way down here for this lower wick, but it was right here at this wick. We can identify them. We can see these order blocks. And this right here, paperclip, you put your entry dead smack in the middle of this order block. Great job. Great job. That's now what you could do is keep an eye on it, because what you want to do is you want to see the price action breaking below 0.13020. This is where you want to see it break below. Once, and what I would do is I would actually set an alert underneath previous daily low, PDL. I would set an alert and I would have it like about on right here. So my alert, I would actually have it at this level. And of course, let's put it for our alert. So when I get alerted, now I'm actually going to have two alerts, one here and one up here, in case the price goes up and it doesn't go down anymore. So that way I'm not missing the trade. Let's say the price comes down, my alert goes off, I look at it, it's still going down. Okay, no problem. I'm going to reset my alert so that when it does come back up, my alert gets hit, I enter the trade. Now, let's say the price starts going up. Now, my alert goes off. This is an order block. This is an area of strong resistance. This is saying that it may come down. So what might happen, price may do this, come up here, come back down, then finally go up. So what I like to do, now this is what I teach. This part right here is an area where we would have our level that it needs to break. And then this would be another level. So this is actually our area of resistance. It needs to hopefully break this level in order for us to be very bullish on it. Now, what you could do is once, it breaks this level, you see if in fact, if it's gaining support, if it is, and you can see the support right here. And throughout the entire chart, nothing but support, resistance, trend lines. Right here, boom, support. Now, if we did enter, we have a very high probability that we're going to get support here before it comes up, breaks this level, and then now we can add to our entry. So in my opinion, your thought process is spot on. I would definitely have an alert here and here. So depending if it goes up or down. All right. So with that being said, Joe, you said you're going to be fast. Well, that happens sometimes. All right, moving on. All right, so let's see here. Mark says ton, because I have a little 3x on it. So I think you want to see ton. So ton is right here. This is, I have not posted this. This is actually for the VIP members in the group. This is regular spot trade. And it's going to do well. It's going to do well. Now, I did not post this yet and this is the benefit of being in the VIP. I only post when they're ready. Right now, there are a lot of groups looking at ton, but it could easily dump. So I don't post until they're ready, and they have several requirements that I express here on the channel. And of course, in the VIP, it's not ready yet. I gotta wait. I gotta wait for the entry. Now, a 3x is a very good entry. Let's see here, Arturo, if you still want ACX, type in ACX again in the chat. If you still want ACX, make sure to put it on there. Let's see here. I just need to make sure that you're still here. so that I don't waste everybody's time. But for ton, I do like it. I think it's going to do great. We're in it right now, and well, I'm still in it. I'm still holding. You know, notified the group a long time ago as far as this one, and it's doing great. It's doing great. Do I think it continue doing 12, 22%? Yep, sure did. But it has to cross, and this is a thing. Everything that I show you, awesome, man. Thank you. Everything I show you, it works over and over and over again. Now, the only bad part about me showing this to you, showing you all my secrets, whether it's for free or in the VIP, is that you learn how to do all this stuff. Then you don't need me anymore. And it's like, Joe, I'm never gonna leave you, but you will. So many have. I have made so many people very, very wealthy, and they leave because they already know how to trade now. They don't need me anymore. But just know that my skills are always improving, so don't leave. You know, stick around, watch the channel, comment, do the likes, tell people about me. You know, whether you're in the free and getting all the information for free, or if you're in the VIP, let people know. Let people know. All right. So right now it has to break above this level right here, 7.651. And then I probably have my alert at, let's just say 7.8. 7.8. And then my alert goes off. As a matter of fact, let me just set it right now. So let's go ahead and set it. Just do it right here. So let's go and just do this, and well, let's make it official. Let's make it official. Let's go to set alert, so it's official, and then let's do an alert. Now what I do is I'm always watching these coins. I'm always watching these coins. Right now, having it a 3x leverage, it is very high risk, but it's high risk, but I think it's a good trade. Now, would I enter a 3x right now? Not really. I'd have to wait for it to break above this, because it could easily come up here, then come down, come up, come down, come up, come down. You're just in the trade over and over and over and over again. So, but yeah, I would personally wait. I mean, or what you could do is put some money in right now. Then once it breaks this level, and then you add a little bit more, and then hopefully now you're traveling to this range, and if it does come down, starts coming up, maybe add a little bit more. And that's what I love doing on futures. I love adding to my entries, and that way you're reducing the liquidity, the amount of liquidity, the price. And then of course, you know, if you have stop losses, then you have stop losses. But I do like this one. Okay, moving on. All right, good stuff. But yeah, this one's not, in my opinion, not ready yet for regular spot trade. Okay. So the next one is ACX. So let's go to ACX. Was it this one? Nope. Doge. Okay. So let's do ACX USDT MEXC. Okay, let's take this off. Clear. This one looks good. Okay, so right now we're on the daily time frame. We can see that it's been gaining momentum. Let's go ahead and take off all this mumbo jumbo because we don't need it. And let's see here. Okay, I'm looking at the candle bodies. Candle bodies look okay. We do have divergence, big time divergence on the histogram. Bullish divergence, that is. Now, I mean, I like it. It goes up and down, nice momentum, got a nice accumulation zone, came out, retested the zone beautifully, broke out of this high, continued up, broke this high, said, get out of here. Would I enter the trade right now? No. Joe, what are you doing, man? You're killing me. All right, well, let's go over here. So let's do this. And let's do this. This is our level that it may come down to. Now, granted, it did come down to it, but we also have this level. So it needs to break this level for us to enter the trade, depending on the percentage. If it's 40%, we can enter much sooner. If it's 15%, we'll wait. So let's go ahead and look. Can we do anything else? Not really. Let us go ahead and do a... Let's see, what do we want to do? Do we want to do a fib retracement or a fib extension? Let's just do a fib retracement. Why not? So from here to here, sure it snaps in place. Okay, so now let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Take off our magnet tool. Let's just see more of the price action. So I'm looking at all this. Looking at all this. I don't like the candle bodies now. Now that I'm zooming into the 4-hour, I really don't like it. I don't know what this is. I don't know what the market cap is. I'm assuming this is a very small market cap. Joe, you're going into overtime. Joe, why are you going into overtime? Is it because you talked so much during the beginning? Got me. You got me, guys. You got me. Okay. 54.9 million market cap. All time is doing great. It was released in 2022 and it's banging. It is banging. Watch out. Okay. Let's go to their website. Let's look at their website. Interoperability powered by Intense. I like the website. Looks clean, nice, glowing, blah blah, nothing too fancy. Text is a little small, but it's doable. See here, that's really small, but I mean, it's nice. I haven't read anything. Stay up to date, blah blah blah. Okay, well, what is it? A bridge now? It's a bridge. Okay, boring. Let's see here. Come back over here. Let's go to this. Copy. Let's go over here. Let's do our research really quick. Joe, you said it's gonna be fast. I know. Fundraising, no vesting, man. Okay. Let's see here. So market cap, they doesn't have it on here. Fully diluted is 384. See here. So all the coins are out. I'm assuming 13% of the coins are out. Okay. So market cap is 53. Fully diluted market cap is 385. Okay. That's a whole bunch of coins that are out. What are those coins used for? Is it for the team? Is it for rewards? Okay, when it first came out, blah blah. Okay. It's on MEXC. Gate.io. It's been around since 2 years. Let's see, about a year and a half now. I mean, it's okay. At least they're on MEXC. I would like to have seen more, but it's only a year and a half. I mean, but still, it's a year and a half. They could have been on exchanges. See, optimize, blah, blah, this centralized group of read layers to fully use, blah, blah, more words, probably important more words, maybe things and stuff. The most active balance, okay. Okay. Team news. Saw that already. This one's hard. I would like to know. I mean, I don't see. Let's go to the daily. Let's see if we see any dips. Not really. 17. No. I'm trying to see if there's like dump dates. No. Okay, so I guess I like it. I don't know what it is. Still don't know what it is. It's protocol. All right. So let's see here. Let's see here. Joe uses pre-search. Good to see someone using it. I'm running pre-search nodes. Dude, I had so many pre-search nodes. I was so dumb. I bought little computers to run my nodes. I had a bunch of pre-search. These computers like $250 each. I had like 3 or 4 of them. I have them in the other room, and I bought them specifically for that. And then I had my laptop running it, my other laptop running it, my other computer running it, and then I had some AWS server things that I had to put Ubuntu on, I think. And so I was running a whole bunch, but then I just stopped. And but I went and I checked the other day, and I have a whole bunch that's just sitting there. So, but yeah, I use pre-search. I need to start putting nodes again. I can at least do a few nodes, but I don't know, because I could just be buying the coins instead of using the electricity. You know what I mean? All right, moving on. Let's see here. So what am I doing? Wasting time. Wasting time. Why am I wasting time? Let's go here. And we're over 16%. Okay, good, great. We're not entering right now. We're waiting. We're waiting to see what happens. Okay, good. So we are going to wait, and we are going to... What do I think is going to happen? Okay. Oh, I hate to say it, but I think it's going to come down. Why are you saying that? Okay. Price of this came up, then this, and this, and then came down, then up, then up, then up, then up, then up, then up, and down, down, down. So more than likely, it's going to do this. So it might do this. And then once it hits here, look for it to bounce, and then this is where I would possibly enter. But the 4-hour candle must close above this level, which is, let's put this to white. Let's copy this. Let's put this, paste it. So this is what I think might happen. Could I be completely wrong? Yep, sure could. That's why you also want to set an alert above this. And then the candle must close. Oh, it's up right there. Above this level. So let's put this one in, I guess yellow. Let's do this one in yellow. Okay. So this is my thought process on this. Due to this coming up and then now it's starting to come down, what might happen is it might continue this and then maybe even come all the way down here. Once it breaks this level of 0.28631, then the 4-hour candle must close above that level for you to enter the trade. Now, if the price comes up, surprise everybody, and it comes up, it has to break 0.45265 and have your alert at 0.46. Ugh, I don't like that number. Have your alert at 0.46915. When your alert goes off, you check to make sure the 4-hour candle closed above this level that we just mentioned. Then you enter the trade. Bingo and a bango. So, good stuff. All right. Let's see here. Going down the list, there's a lot of stuff that I missed. Let's see here. There's a theory I heard. See here. There's a theory I heard that you unalived Chris and his body is in Crawfish Pond. Is that true? No. And if it was, I wouldn't admit to it. But no. He, like I said, he invited me over about 2 months ago to his house so we can squash everything. And I went over there, I shook his hand. I think I told you I did that Donald Trump handshake where I got his hand, I pulled him into me, and I shook it, and I did that number. And I asked him some questions and told him, I said, dude, like you're the one doing everything, not me. See here. See, Chris made himself a clown. Oh yeah, y'all didn't know? Sometimes he shows up on screen sometimes. Oh, there he is. There's my buddy. There's my buddy. Hey, you know what's funny? All this whole time that I was with him, he always would tell me, Joe, I'm gonna help you grow your channel. This and that. Well, he ended up making me delete my channel, but I started a new one. But the whole time he's, Joe, I'm gonna help you with your channel, this and that, blah blah. Well, when I started my channel, well, guess what? My first live stream, my first anything was my live stream for him, about him, and telling the truth about him. And man, I got so many watch time hours. So in reality, he did help. So thank you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, sir. Oh, and it's funny too. Like, even when I went over there, I told him, I said, dude, I call you a clown. I said, I talk about you on my channel. He said, you should watch it, dude. And he didn't say nothing. But like I said, with me, I would tell you to your face. I would never talk behind your back. I would tell you to your face so that I could say it behind your back. Because now I told you to your face. But I told him, I said, yeah, man, I call you a clown. I said, not only that, but I call all your people sheep. They're sheep. You are their Messiah. You are their Messiah. They would be so happy for you to come back and blah, blah. So like, I'm trying to get him to, because man, I still get people that message me like, Joe, like I paid X amount of dollars, like a lot of money. You know, I renewed early. I did this and this, you know, thinking that he was going to come back, and he's not back yet. Sorry, dude. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm trying to convince him to get back, you know, give the people their money's worth. He made his money. He doesn't care, in my opinion. So if any of the lawyers are watching, and even the lawyers, man, I laugh in their face. I was there the last time to make a payment for the land, and well, they want the whole kit and caboodle. They want all of the payment. And then I asked them, so what is this payment for? Is it for like part of the half of the land? And they don't even know. They even told me, the main lawyer even told me on a phone call. Then they told me, with that, all that money that they want in one lump sum is for the property underneath the mobile home. So I guess I have to pay for a helicopter to go and come from Walmart and everywhere else, I guess. Let's see here. Let's see, Mark says, let's see here, well off anyway, and us in the UK are the same with millionaire politicians. Oh, cool. See here. Mark says, clown equals Chris. I know from personal experience. Yeah. See, L is in the house. What's up, man? What is up? A good time to sell off some gold and buy crypto. Gold price is going strong. Yeah, gold's going strong, man. Let's see here. Paperclip says, in Canada, we are paying like almost $2 a liter. I don't even know how much gas is here. How much is gas? And where are you all at? I'm in Georgia, and I couldn't tell you. 350, 390. It's funny, I don't go anywhere, guys. It's not that I'm rich and I don't pay attention to, no, I don't go anywhere. I put gas maybe once a month and a half. I literally don't go anywhere. I go from here to Walmart, which is literally super ultra close, and then I go from here to my watering hole where I play darts, which is again super duper close. So I don't go anywhere. So like, I don't know how much gas is. I just fill it up, and then like a month and a half later, fill it up again. Let's see here. Hopefully I'm getting all y'all's comments. Let's see here. L says, I remember being a kid and seeing 104 a gallon. Yep. Those days, yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah, back in my day, it was 97 cents, 98 cents. Okay, so here it is, guys. Right now we're in overtime. I want to know what the earliest of your childhood memory you remember gas to be. You know, mine was 97 cents. No, but this is okay. Hold on, not your earliest memory, but driving age. So your driving age was mine 99 cents. So the earliest that I remember was 97 cents, but driving, I want to say 99 cents. So for gas, what is your earliest memory driving age that gas was? Mine was 99 cents. Let's see here. Going down the list. Man, I need to catch up on my stuff. Let's see here. Mark says, Joe, this is all stuff us crypto people need to know. So no problem, and we'll explain. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm just afraid that I'm going to lose people by talking about this stuff, but to me, it's very important. Like, this makes what we do what we do. Let's see here. Crypto Candy says, never mind. 10 cents. Cheap. By the time you wait in a long lineup to fill up, you burn your savings. Yeah, I remember those. They would have it to where it was like 50-cent discount, or I mean, just huge discount. People for miles were there. And I'm thinking, seriously? How much more is your time worth? Not only that, but you're going to either sit in the hot sun or you're going to be burning gas to save gas. It doesn't even make sense. Well said. Let's see here. Let's see here. Going down the list. See, Crypto Candy says on a 50-liter tank at 10 cents. That was $5. Yeah, man. Dude, I remember filling up my tank with $10 because it was a 10-gallon tank and the price was 99 cents. Yeah, $10. Now that same tank, it takes like what, $35, $40, $38? I don't know. See, Crypto Candy says, I will go home and trade to make that back and more. Yes. Crypto Candy's a beast. Let's see here. We got that one. All right. So let's see here. Mr. G, if you are still here, put the coin again, layer token, put LAI in the chat again. Put LAI in the chat if you are still here. That way we can check that out. Let's see here. So you want to know how much is my trading group? Well, very easy. Go to this link that I'm gonna put right now. Go to that link. That is my tree link, and it'll show you how to pay for crypto. You can pay for it in crypto using Telegram. Send me a message, or in credit card / debit card. And of course, there is a link to Patreon. Not only that, but here is the link to Patreon as well. So in there's a link to Patreon, and it shows you the prices. All right. But yeah, so G, if you are still here, let me know, because if not, I don't want to waste people's time. Let's see. Paperclip says, I noticed the daily wick just tapped the support line. See, that would be my entry. Here possible, but I think it's going to come down lower. I think it's going to come down all the way down here to this. If not, maybe get support here, but maybe to here. We'll see. Let's see here. Joe uses research. We went over that one. Let's see here. Gotta go. Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you greatly. Let's see here. Paul says, ooh, Paul, that's too small. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get that a little bit larger. There we go. Paul says, you are right. Bitcoin is finished price is controlled by BlackRock. No reason to go above 70, 100 is the carrot in front of the mule. No carrot, no mule pulling cart. Bitcoin is ruined. So here's another thing with Bitcoin. Now, so many people use the heat map. The heat map shows liquidation areas, or areas that are right in this area where there's a lot of selling pressure or sell orders. Now, there's a lot of stuff that I don't need. And one of the things is I don't need a liquidation map to tell me that this is an area of strong sell pressure. Why? Well, because we had sell pressure here, we had sell pressure here, we had sell pressure here. You see what I'm saying? All this is sell pressure. All these candle bodies, all these candle wicks. Do I need another tool to tell me that there is sellers just waiting here? Nope. Do I need the order blocks to tell me that there is strong selling pressure here? Nope. Why? I can see it. I can see support resistance. I can see wicks. I can see candle bodies. I can see all this stuff. So with that being said, I don't need a heat map to tell me that there's sell pressure right here. Now, can the buyers go here, eat up all that sell pressure and continue upward? Yep, sure can. Now, do I think that it's going to blast off to the moon? No. It's going to be just like what happened last time. Last time it went to the exact dollar, which should be about right here. It went to the exact dollar, and because all those sell orders were there, a bunch of people had in shorts, it came down really nice and hard, briefly, and then it tricked everybody because now it's not going to 10K. Then it flipped and started going up again, started doing this number, going into a range, making higher highs, higher lows, then finally broke through the all-time high. That's what I think is going to happen again. Could I be wrong? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's see. Paul says, don't be a paid influencer. Tell the people the truth about Bitcoin. It's controlled by BlackRock, and they have covered it. See here. Don't be a paid influencer. Shoot, man, I wish somebody would pay me. But no paid influencer here. They will pump it with YouTube influencers and 10 million, then retail pumps it. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. I mean, because, as you see it right now, you have just people who own coins, the devs, they give coins to influencers so they can pump it. So I don't see any disagreement on that. And Crypto Candy says, sheep, sheep, sheep. Yep, nothing but sheep. Nothing but sheep. Sheep will buy what the influencers tell them, and that's that. Let's see here. Paul says, then BlackRock sells and shorts. Yep. Man, Paul, you're a smart dude. A slow increase the price is retail. Big move is BlackRock and the bait. Big move down is BlackRock taking all your money and hopes. Yep. And then because you're selling it at a you're selling at a loss, they're able to pick it up at a discount, and then now you see, oh, the dump stopped. Now let's go and start buying. Well, guess who's moving it? Yeah, the big whales, BlackRock, everybody else. So retail starts coming in, they start buying. Oh, we're doing great, we're doing great, we're doing great. And then of course all the big wigs, what do? Hey, what are you wearing? I got my pink shirt on. You have your eyelashes on? Yeah, I got my eyelashes on, pink dress, everything. Yeah. What color are your nails? Red. Yeah, let's dump on them. Okay, let me call up so-and-so and so-and-so, and they all call each other up. All right, let's dump. Ready? Go. Boom. Dump city. Everybody freaks out. Not the whales, because they're selling at a profit. It dumps. Everybody's selling off, losing all this money. They just repeat it again. They start buying. Oh, the dump stopped. Okay, let's buy in again. So it's the same thing over and over again. Jono says less than $1 for the gas when he started driving. Paperclip says 0.27 Canadian dollars per liter. Let's see here. Earliest I can remember as a kid. Nice. See, Mark says I worked at a garage at 16 and it was 60 cents. Wow, a gallon. That's pretty crazy. 60 cents. Let's see here. Let's go back to this one. Let's see here. So how much is your trading group? Okay, so I went ahead and gave you those links to that. And G is still here. G says, Joe, can you please stop talking and give me some answers? Okay, no problem. We're in overtime right now. Now you did say something else. I forgot what you said. I wish there was a search button on here. But you did say something else. Okay, here we go. So let's see here. Might be a good to look at, as you liked my charting in Chris's group years ago. Awesome, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay, so for this one, let's check it out. I'm still currently in this one. You know, Chris mentioned this one as a moon bag. I entered it. Let's just say the more time I was talking to people, the more I realized their talents, if they could actually trade or if they could not. If they gained money from trades or from selling a group. I learned that. So just kind of give you a heads up on that. All right. Moving on. People ask me all the time, does so-and-so know how to trade? So, well, all I can say is from my personal experience, I would not take trading advice from a certain person. But that's just me. That's just me. All right. So let's delete all this crap. What am I doing? Delete all that crap. Okay. So we do have a level. Let's do this level right here. So with this level is a very distinct level. Would I enter this trade right now? No. Why not? Well, price is underneath resistance. When would you enter the trade? Well, you could add a little bit here, but definitely once it crosses this level. Okay. With that being said, do I need to chart anymore? Nope, sure don't. But we will, because this is for fun. We like trading for fun. Okay. So here is our level. We would actually set our alerts above this wick. So right here is where we would set our alert, and we would wait. We would wait for this coin to potentially come up here, get rejected, come up, get probably rejected again, come up. Now we hit our alert. Our alert goes off. We look, we see that it broke out into this trend line, broke out of this trend line, gained support, made a higher high, and now a higher low. So now what it's doing is actually changing the trend. It's actually forming an uptrend. We enter the trade because our candle body closed above this level of 0.034239. This is a very important level, and the candle must close above this level. If the candle does not close above this level, we don't enter. It's that simple. But Joe, it almost, I don't care. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. No, you don't enter. Because what could happen is now it does this number. And it's just doing this. For how long? I don't know. I don't want to find out. Hopefully you don't either. So you enter the trade. Boom. Bingo and a bango. Now what we do is we have a lower entry as well, just in case price comes back down. Our blue is always our lower entry. And so just in case the price comes down, and it comes down to here, and then it comes up, well, now we're in 100%. Let's say it doesn't come down, or it doesn't hit our entry. It does this number. Well, it needs to cross our previous high. That was ugly. It needs to cross our previous high, and then we enter here. Now we're in 100%. You never want to enter 100% right off the bat. You want to wait, do 50%, 50%. That way, if your trade does fail, the market changes, something happens, and we get stopped out, you only got stopped out 12, 15, 20%, whatever percentage it is, of 50% of your entry. You're scaling into the trade. All right, so hopefully that helps. And let's see here. Paperclip says I wouldn't touch it. I like it. I like the project. Right now, I wouldn't enter it because it's underneath resistance. Let's see. Katie Risk says, looking from Europa, Holland. Oh, awesome. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for being here, Katie. Appreciate you greatly. We do this every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now, it is 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normally, we only do this for 1 hour, but I did talk a bunch about the CPI, PPI, unemployment, everything that moves the market for crypto and stocks. I talked about that quite in detail earlier today, so that's the reason we're so late. but normally we only have this for 1 hour. This is a 1 hour free mentorship. Other people would charge you $99 per hour for what I do. I don't. I show you everything for free because, and I've had this model from the very beginning. I want to get rich with you, not because of you, period. I show you everything, all my tips and tricks, every single little secret that I have here for free. You don't have to pay me. You don't have to do anything. Now, do I have a group? Yes, of course. We all have groups. Now, in the group, of course, I give you setups. I update the charts. And that's the most important thing. I update the charts. Move up your stop loss. Hey, you might want to move up your stop loss or cancel your orders all right now because the market's turning, this and that, blah, blah. Like, I tell you what to do and when to do it. I don't say buy the breakout. To me, that's the biggest blanket, the safest thing you can do. Buy the breakout. What time frame? You need to ask that question. 15-minute time frame, hour time frame. Oh, that depends on you. That depends on your risk management. Well, that doesn't help. So I tell you how to enter. I tell you when to enter. Enter right now. Now, granted, none of this is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I tell you, enter right now. Add to entry when this happens. I am very, very specific in my instructions. Move up stop loss. You know, stop loss was -15. You know, we had our second entry. Now we're moving up our stop loss to +1. Move up your stop loss to this exact number. And now we're +1. As the trade goes on and we're doing good, move your stop loss up to here. Now we're +12%. So if our stop loss gets hit, we're up 12%. Then our first target hits 45%, whatever it is. Move up your stop loss to +32. I tell you, I give you all these instructions. Now, I only post very minimum charts. 1 chart a day, maybe 3 charts a day. If you want 15, 20 charts a day, I'm not the one. I'm here to look out for you. I'm not here to post. It's a numbers game, guys. That's all it is. Those people who post 15, 20, 25 charts a day, it's to boost their ego. It's not to help you. Because I don't know about you, but I personally don't have money to get into 15 coins a day for 7 days out of the week. No way. They don't care though. What they want is when that coin hits, they can say, hey guys, look at my group. We did 45%. Hey guys, look at my group. We did 33%. Hey guys, look at my group. We did 79%. That's what they want. For me, whenever we post results, it's because you have a very, very high likelihood that you're in the trade. Why? Because all that week, we may have posted 3, maybe 6 setups. You know, there's times where last month, there was 12 consecutive days I did not post. It was horrible trading. I don't post. Am I on vacation? No. What I'm doing is I'm doing screen shares. I'm sharing my thought process on certain coins. I'm giving you different information. My main goal is to protect your money. I treat your money as if it's mine. All right, guys. Man, Joe, that was a long outro. I tell you, I have the longest outro in crypto history. Now the awkward look down. My name is Joe. Oh, wait. 3, 2, 1. My name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition, showing you how to successfully trade every single day. Telling you that you don't have to be in a trade all the time. Now, granted, I'm not telling you, because I already talked about that. I'm advising you. I'm sharing the knowledge. I don't think I'll ever tell any, and I always catch myself too. Joe, you were doing the outro. Dang it. But with me, I don't tell people stuff. I inform them. I advise them. I share my knowledge. But none of this is financial advice. So with that being said, you do not have to be in a trade all the time. Take time off. Research. Look at websites. Look at my videos. Man, I have so many videos. All right, that's all I got. Dang it, I'm already doing the outro. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, guys, my name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition. We will see you again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do this all over again. You get a 1 hour free mentorship. So instead of paying $99 an hour, it's for free. Ask me any question you have, crypto related. Ask me about indicators. Ask me about charts. Ask me about chart setups. Ask me about anything you want. You know, my biggest fails, my biggest successes, you know, anything. I will show you everything that I know. I do thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. And as always, let's make this money. Good stuff, guys. We did it. We did it. Let's see here. What's this? See, Dom says, got to bind some MX coin right now after a nice retracement. Yeah, man, that one's been going up and down. But good job on getting that retracement. Gonna be property and taking lots of Binance business. I don't know, man, if it's gonna be taking a lot of Binance's business just because, well, they're going to KYC. So that's why a lot of people aren't on Binance. It's because KYC. And MEXC is in a few days, matter of fact, like 15 days, 17 days, they're going to require KYC. And if you're not in, if you're in the United States or anywhere else, you can't use them. So yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, guys, definitely thank you so much for everything. Appreciate you. And we'll see you tomorrow. DJ, play some music. About 10 seconds, and so we can go about our day.